Ladies and gentlemen, week 1 of Cataclysm is over, which means it's time for our week in review.
We can dance if we want to, we can leave your friends behind. Cause if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well they're no friends of mine.
This week, we saw the launch of Cataclysm, saw a lot of great content, and learned a great many things, to quote the Emperor. First, we learned 80 to 85 can be done in just about 6 hours, if you're a member of a great guild and an internet celebrity. And since I took roughly 2.5 days, I am neither. Number 2, heroics are hard. Unless you're an elitist pro, in which case you can continue to troll everyone who is struggling rather than provide any helpful tips. Number 3, Tolbarad is just about the most uneven thing ever. At least on my server. Turns out, defense equals about a 90% chance of victory. And finally, number 4, we learned that Paladins getting nerfed still feels pretty good after all these years. And just like that, it's time for our next segment, Epic Trash Ultimate Edition. In this segment, we take a look at the previous week's adventures and determine what rocked and what sucked. Epic! I don't care what anyone says, this catapult minigame was easy, fun, and showed what WoW could do if they put their minds to it. I'm telling you, this is the first of many cool things to come. FPS minigame, please! The next epic took place while questing. This guy Rafflebot was pretty much questing side by side with me the entire time in Oldham, but rather than be dicks about it and snipe kills and steal spawns while we leveled, when it came to stuff such as bosses, we grouped up, took turns, waited, went our merry way. That's how it should be done, people. Our next epic is the fact that Blizzard finally got around to fixing this damn achievement. Turns out, the Horde quest to steal from the trolls is bugged. If you're a troll. Since apparently you don't want to steal from other trolls, the troll version makes you steal from the goblins, which doesn't register for the achievement. Lame. Thankfully, they fixed it, and I can get back to earning my virgin points. And finally, the most epic of all. The return of Epicus Maximus. Need I say more? Trash. Don't even get me started on how horrifically bugged this quest was. Turns out, it didn't work at all for anything. During the guys you're supposed to be invised around, it doesn't work. And the big dragon flying around that you're supposed to avoid doesn't even care that you are invised or that you're around or that you're blowing up his camp. It doesn't even matter. And I know some of you are going to be like, boo, the dragon's in the area, that's why you're being seen. He's not even on the same side as me. Boo to bugs. Now, it's time for viewer responses. A few days back, I posted a video about my level 80 to 85 experience, and I asked you for your comments. This is what you said. Optimus J1975 said, I don't want to play classic heroic dungeons, they suck. Too tight, LOS problems, no CCs work, people get lost in the mobs easily, unless you are overgeared, they are nearly impossible. Now, I may be an old school player when I say this, but I think that's the point. Maybe it's about time the epic gear was truly epic and not something everyone got. Trinalol says, it seems creativity is reserved for PvE. Heroics are cool. PvP battlegrounds? We got a couple of rocks to LOS as healers, and that's about it. Yeah, you know what? I agree. I think PvP has sucked this expansion. They are all rehashes of old ones. Tolbarad is weak. I'm not very happy. Glaxand says, Oldham, great zone or greatest zone? Steven, is that you? Lance Bylock says, the screenshot of you in the ocean looks like the public pool in Hood. I like how he said Da Hood. Well, I will let you know that I am very offended by that, because I would rather spend a day in the hood than a minute of that lag fest of a first day ever again. And finally, we come to my favorite segment, Failure of the Week. This week, it's all about a massive failure to grow a pair. Let me set the scene here. I'm half awake, just turning in a quest I had done, giving this druid enough room saying, I don't want to attack you, I'm just turning in a quest. And what do I get for this? Ganked, of course. And as I panic, trying to heal myself and get out, of this ganking, I see a Shadow Priest run into the room, and I think to myself, yes, I can live through this, we can tag team him and win. And as I yell at my screen for help, I get a shield. You have all these spells, and I get a shield. And then dead. Rather than fight, the Shadow Priest Brandywine flees. So I pop and out of sheer anger and rage, own this asshole. And if I could have killed the priest, I would have. So for sitting there and doing the bare minimum to save your own ass, thinking a ganker druid wouldn't do the same to you if it looked like you were staying out of it, you, Brandywine of Gorfine, receive Failure of the Week. That's it for this week, folks. Thumbs up, subscribe. Hey, tell your friends I actually still make videos, okay? And as always, to be continued.